Hello and welcome to Matchday 7 of the Premier League, and happy April Fools from yours truly, Gary Lineker. And let's see the updates during this week with the managers in the Premier League. Unfortunately, David Moyes has lost his job as manager for West Ham United after one win in 6 games, as they are currently sitting in 19th place, and his replacement is former Liverpool boss Rafa Benitez. The official games are here today for Matchday 7, featuring the Midlands derby between Aston Villa and Wolverhampton Wanderers, and then the Merseyside derby between Liverpool as they are hosting Everton. And now let's get to the first matchup between Aston Villa and Wolves in the Midlands derby. Let's get to the game. Hello and a warm welcome here today in the Villa Park Stadium as Aston Villa are playing against Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Midlands derby match between the two teams here today at Villa Park Stadium. It's an old traditional stadium, a historic stadium, was hosted so many things in the past like the FA Cup final and also many more things in this stadium. And now this is the Matchday 7 match here today of the Premier League, and Aston Villa are doing so well under Dean Smith at the moment. They are sitting in 6th place in the Premier League. They even beat Manchester United a couple of weeks ago at Old Trafford by 2-1, and today they're up against Wolverhampton Wanderers, the newly promoted side who got promoted from the Championship last season to the Premier League. But for Villa, however, they've got a very good team. Got Matty Cash as well in the defence, and Emiliano Martinez, Douglas Luiz, Leon Bailey, and Ollie Watkins, and Jack Grealish for Aston Villa. And also Wolverhampton Wanderers, a team who are only at least 50 minutes away from Birmingham, just outside of Birmingham, are here today, travel to Aston Villa today. And they've got a very strong team, as Ruben Neves is the captain for the team, and also Dama Traore up front with Wang Hee Chang and Raul Jimenez, the front three up front for Wolverhampton Wanderers. There's a very big matchup here in the Midlands here in Great Britain. A big matchup itself between the two teams here today as Wolves take on here against Aston Villa. A big matchup, and the boys in claret and blue, could they hopefully win here today against Wolverhampton Wanderers? Let's get to the matchup. Here we go. And here we go. This is going to be a very big match today between Aston Villa and Wolves. A big match, and here we go. And now here's Diego Carlos now to target. Now Douglas Luiz. Now here's a chance now to Kamara now. Now to McGinn. Now Matty Cash. Now here's Bailey. Now Cash again here for Aston Villa here. Now John McGinn. Oh, Wolves won the ball back there. Now here's Ruben Neves. Now Neves head down to Dendoncker. Now Dendoncker now the ball. What's he going to do? Pass it there to Traore. Traore's through for Wolves. Could they be 1-0 up here? And it could be. Chance maybe. Wolves. Oh, shot but went to Emiliano Martinez's hands. And now throws it away. Now here's Ollie Watkins here for Aston Villa. And now Willie Bowley now. Bid the ball now to Wolves. Now Morgan Gibbs-White. Now lost it now to Aston Villa now. Now it's Leon Bailey. Now lost the ball now to Alt Nuri now for Wolves. And now Wolves there now to Morgan Gibbs-White. Now to Raul Jimenez. And now Raul Jimenez, okay, lost the ball now back to Douglas Luiz here for Aston Villa. And now it's Semedo now, the ball. Now to Gibbs-White. Now Raul Jimenez. There's a chance here for Raul Jimenez. Good defending there from Aston Villa. Now good defending again now Kamara. Now Dendoncker. Now Raul Jimenez. And now that's now Emiliano Martinez now throws it out away. Now to Jack Grealish. Now Douglas Luiz. And now is Ruben Neves wins the ball back here for Wolves. And now Dendoncker. Now Dendoncker now the ball here for Wolves here. What's he going to do now? He's going to find a way to pass it yet to Morgan Gibbs-White. Now is Raul Jimenez. And now Concia with the ball here now for Aston Villa. And now Villa on the attack here now. A chance maybe in the first 20 minutes of the game. Now is Concia with the ball. Okay, now is Al Nuri now wins the ball back here for Wolves. And now here's Morgan Gibbs-White. Now is, okay, now back to Villa now again. With the ball now to Kamara. Now Kamara now to John McGinn. Now McGinn there to Ollie Watkins. And now Watkins is through. Could be a chance here for making 1-0 save there from Jose Sarr. And now it's a corner there for Aston Villa now. Jack Grealish will take it. Cross into the box here. A chance. Oh, save there from Jose Sarr. And Villa have got another corner. And now Villa now really pressed on against Wolves. Here's defence. And now Wolves trying to head it away right there. And now Wolves now on the attack here. Now Morgan Gibbs White on the attack. Now good defending there from the target here. Now to Matty Cash. And now Cash. And now to Jack Grealish now. And now Jack Grealish has turned over there. Will Bowley here. Chance here for Villa there. Good defending there from Wolves. Now is the Donker now to Morgan Gibbs White on the attack here. Now Dama Traore now. Oh, lost the ball now. Back again there from Dendonka. Now it's Gibbs White. Raul Jimenez. Okay, now it's Douglas Luiz. And now it's Jack Grealish right now trying to attack, but now Cody defended quite well right there. Now Morgan Gibbs White. Now Neves. Now Raul Jimenez. And now it's McGinn. Now it's Ollie Watkins. A chance maybe for a goal maybe for Ollie Watkins. Oh, that could have been one, but saved there from Jose Sarr. And the boys in claret and blue are trying to get in front in the match before half time, but Wolves really hold on in this Midlands derby here. And now it's Kamara now, the ball. Here now to John McGinn. Now McGinn with the ball here for Aston Villa now. Knocks it there, now's a chance it. Oh, could be there for Ollie Watkins, but Ruben Neves wins the ball back, the captain for Wolves. And now Neves now the ball here. Now knocks it there to Morgan Gibbs White. Now to Raul Jimenez. Now Jimenez now, pings it through into Dama Traore. He's through. It could be a chance for Wolves to be in front. Wang Hee Chang and a save there from Emiliano Martinez. And now is Leon Bailey now. And now here's John McGinn. And now McGinn's now going to be through here. Nice ball there now to Kamara now. And now Kamara now the ball for Aston Villa. Could be a chance here. Pings it through. Aston Villa could be in the chance to go in the lead, but saved there from Jose Sarr. And now we are going now to half time at Villa Park here today. What a contest here between the two teams here. Entertaining scenes. No goals at all though. But Wolves and Villa keep on trying, digging deep against each other as the game is now ends for the first half. As Aston Villa 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. What a matchup. And it is 0-0 between Villa and Wolves in the match. And now we are back here for the second half. And here we go. And it's Wolves now kick off the second half here in this match. And now give the ball there to Semedo now. And now Aston Villa win the ball back here. And now Wolves won it back now. Morgan Gibbs White now. Pass it to Ruben Neves. Now Ruben Neves now. No, took him over. And now there's a chance if Raul Jimenez is through. And now Dama Traore's on his own. Traore! A goal! And Wolves have equalised. And Wolverhampton Wanderers are only 15-minute trip from down the motorway. They've actually got themselves in the lead here at Aston Villa today at Villa Park. Yes, what a goal right there for Wolverhampton Wanderers. They're just round the road from Birmingham, just next to Birmingham. And go next door and drive next, 20 minutes back to Wolves. To be very happy about that. A quick trip back home if they can get a result here today. Great goal there for Traore. A big win for them if they can do so. And now Villa are trailing by 1-0 here. Now it's Douglas Luiz now the ball. And now Luiz here for Aston Villa, boys in claret and blue. Now Watkins here. Could be a chance maybe. Now to Douglas Luiz. It could be a chance now. But Ross knocks it. Oh, good defending there now to Morgan Gibbs White. And now good defending now to Concia now for Aston Villa now. And now Concia. Now he knocks it there to Ollie Watkins. And now John McGinn. Could be a chance maybe for Watkins. And it's gone wide. Goal kick. And Wolves will take the goal kick here. Now Connor Cody. And now is Semedo. And now Semedo win the ball right here, right now. Now knocks it through here now to Adama Traore. Now to Semedo. Now Semedo now crosses into the box here. Could be a header maybe. Clearance away right there it is. And now is Gibbs White now. Now to Wang Hee Chang. Could be a chance for Wang Hee Chang to make it 2 for Wolves. And good defending right there from Aston Villa. And now McGinn now. Here's now to Ollie Watkins. The Villa are now pressing now in this matchup. And now giving a heck of a go. And that's going to be now a free kick. A yellow card there for Willie Bowley right there for Wolves. And that's a warning right there for him. Free kick for Aston Villa. And Villa now. Leon Bailey. Now header away there from Wolves right there. Now Wang Hee Chang. Now Gibbs White. Now to Wang Hee Chang on the attack here for Wolves here. Could be a chance maybe for Wolverhampton Wanderers to go through on the attack. Could be a chance here for Wolves maybe. Oh, save there from Martinez right there, the Argentinian goalkeeper. And now Wolves win the ball back again. And Traore might look for a second maybe. And good defending there again from Aston Villa there. From Douglas Luiz now. Now to John McGinn. Great ball there to Leon Bailey right there. Really sharp attack here from him. And now could be breaking through here against Willie Bodie. And now Watkins is through maybe. McGinn. Oh, that could have been, but it's gone wide. It's going to be now a goal kick now for Jose Sarr. And now Connor Cody right now, the ball here for Wolves. Now will Villa win the ball back here. Now Connor Cody again here. Very nice into Ruben Neves. And now Semedo now. And now Semedo now for Douglas Luiz. And now to Ollie Watkins here. Watkins is through. Could be a chance here for Villa. Could be a chance. And they've scored. And Aston Villa have got themselves in level terms. And all the Villa Park fans are roaring here. The Aston Villa fans are going wild. And Aston Villa have scored. And it's now 1-1 here today at Villa Park Stadium. And the fans are loving it. And they've got themselves level terms in this rivalry between Wolves and Aston Villa. Great goal there for Ollie Watkins. And Aston Villa now are in level terms. And now it's 1-1 in the matchup. A great goal there for Watkins to get back in the game. And it's only like another 20 minutes left to the end of the matchup. And it is 1-1 now. But it could be anything to play for between the two teams from the Midlands. Now, good defender wave there from Ollie Watkins. Now throws from Semedo now to Dama Traore. And now Traore now on the attack here for Wolves maybe. Now Raul Jimenez. Now Douglas Carlos now to Watkins here. Now Jack Grealish now on the attack here for Aston Villa maybe. And now to Target. Now to McGinn. He's through. Good defending there for Wolves right there. Very good. And now Dodonka now with the ball. Knocks it there to Morgan Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White's through. Gibbs-White's through. Could look for a second. Maybe 2-1. But saved there for Martinez. And what a game we're having here, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Midlands Derby in the Midlands of Great Britain. There's a chance here for Wolves again, but that's going to be now not at all at the moment. And all the fans of Villa Park, of course, will hope for a result for Aston Villa against their arch rivals, but it's a tough one to call between the two. And now it's Willie Bodie, right, being booked already. Chance here, maybe, or handball, maybe. No, it's not. Wait. There's a free kick, though. It's a free kick, apparently it's offside. Free kick there for Aston Villa right there. And Wolves are trying to get a second goal. Now Jacob Ramsey comes on, and Douglas Luiz will come off for Aston Villa. Now pass. Oh wow! Oh, that could have been if Diamond Sure won the ball back there, but he could have done. Very close, but Villa are very lucky right there, I've got to say. And now John McGinn on the attack here to Bailey right now. Now is Al Nouri. Now here's Connor Cody right now of the ball. Now to Wang Hee Chang. Now Matty Cash. And now it's Ollie Watkins is through on the attack maybe. And now it's Connor Cody. Now Dodonka. Now Dodonka of the ball here. Now it's Raul Jimenez right above the ball here now for Wolves. Hope he knocks it maybe, but he doesn't, and now clears it away. Now John McGinn. And now Bailey's through on the attack here for Bailey right now for Aston Villa. Oh, hit the crossbar it did. Very close. And now clear it away right there. Is it going to be over in a minute now? The end of the matchup at Villa Park Stadium. Now Gibbs-White now to Traore. Traore's through. Traore's through to make it 2-1. And it's... Oh, the whistle just blown. The whistle's blown. And it's now ends 1-1 between the two teams right here, right now. What a contest, I've got to say. Both teams get a point here, out of each other here today at Villa Park. Both got a point in the Premier League. As Aston Villa, of course, got a draw out of Wolves here today. And Wolves, however, turned up here to Villa Park away from home and got something out of Villa here today. Not a win, but at least they've got a point or something here at Villa Park as the game ends here today as Aston Villa 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1 at Villa Park. It was a great contest between the two teams here today at Villa Park as the game ended as it was Aston Villa 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Both got a point out of each other here today, and that is huge there for both sides. And now let's get to the next matchup here today at the Merseyside Derby as it's Liverpool taking on Everton. And let's get to the matchup right here, right now between the two teams at Anfield. And now we are live at the mighty Liverpool here today as we are here at Anfield as Liverpool take on Everton. And Everton just across the park from each other, from one stadium to the other, from Goodison Park to Anfield. But today, Everton go away just down the road from them at Anfield here today. A massive matchup, a massive contest between two iconic teams in British football, and we have is Liverpool and Everton in this matchup here today, right now. And Pablo Dybala is the top goal scorer in the Premier League with 14 goals already this season here, going into matchday 7 of the Premier League. Let's see if he can score more goals here today when they take on Everton in this matchup. And let's get straight into it. It's Liverpool take on Everton, and Liverpool's got a very good team. Got Alisson in goal, got Trent Alexander-Arnold, Joel Matip, got also Fabinho, captain Jordan Henderson, Thiago, Roberto Firmino, Dybala, and also Darwin Núñez for Liverpool here today. And obviously Liverpool have got a very good team, I've got to say. And coming in today at Anfield and try to spank Everton here at home. That'll be massive against their arch rivals. But Everton, however, are not doing very well so far in the Premier League. They did lose to Chelsea at Goodison Park last week by 6 goals to 1. So will they try and get back in winning momentum after that poor defeat last week? But the bad news is they've got to play Liverpool, a team, of course, who are a dominant force to be reckoned with in the Premier League, with the likes of Man U and Chelsea and Arsenal and whatnot they should be at. And they are at that position at the moment in 4th place, as it stands, going into matchday 7 of the Premier League. For Everton, however, they are seen in 17th position of the Premier League, and hopefully that can change here today if things go well for them. But today, we have the Reds, Liverpool, and the Blues, Everton. And let's get straight to the show. Here we go, the Merseyside derby here today is Liverpool versus Everton. And let's get it on the way right now between the two teams. Here we are right now. Darwin Núñez now to Thiago. Now to Henderson. Now Pablo Dybala now to Fabinho right here. Now Fabinho, okay, lost the ball there from James Tarkowski right there. And now it's Dele Alli. Pings it very nicely into Dwight McNeil on the attack here. Now to, obviously, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. There's a foul right there, I've got to say. But that's not very, very good. Now is Jordan Henderson. Now Pablo Dybala's on the attack here. Now Dybala now to Thiago here for Liverpool. Chance here for Fabinho. Fabinho! Oh, it could have been 1-0 for Liverpool, but they've been pressing on with Everton's defence so far. Very good start for Liverpool. I think they will be the favourites to win here today. I think they probably will do. But anything could happen though. Everton can still turn up and get a result after their poor result last week. They lost to Chelsea. So things could still go bad for Liverpool though. Now, speaking of which, now obviously Trent Alexander-Arnold was right there though. Now Fabinho right there, the ball here on the attack here for Liverpool. Now Pablo Dybala. Now he's through here to Fabinho. Fabinho there. He sways into Pablo Dybala. And Liverpool are in the lead. And you never walk alone. And the Reds are in the lead here at Liverpool. The city of Liverpool goes to the Reds, as Liverpool are leading by 1-0. And that's his 15th goal so far this season for Pablo Dybala. Great assist there from Fabinho. It was actually a sweaty goal. No defending whatsoever from Everton, however. And Liverpool are in front. And Jurgen Klopp will be very happy about that. High pressing right there, football. And that tempo was fantastic. Great goal there for Pablo Dybala, as Liverpool are leading by 1-0. And now here's Everton. Okay, there's a foul. That's going to be a free kick for Everton there. It was a handball for one of the Liverpool players by accident, but still going to be called for a free kick though. Now is Lewis Dunk for Everton. Okay, now is Pablo Dybala that wins the ball back here for Liverpool. Dybala's through. Dybala's through for 2, and it's gone wide. He could have made it 2-0. He could have made it 16 goals in his well, so far this season. As goals this season he's scored already in the Premier League campaign. And now Dwight McNeil wins the ball here for Everton. Now Dele Alli now to Corey. Now Dele Alli. Now to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And that was a crap shot, but went to the hands of Alisson very easily right there. Now to Thiago right now. Now to Pablo Dybala. Now Dybala now on the attack here. Very nicely set and done here for Pablo Dybala. There's a challenge for James Tarkowski right there. And now here's again now Anthony Gordon. Now Gordon right now the ball here now to Darwin Núñez on the attack here. Could be a chance maybe. Okay, now it's not Darwin Núñez again. Now Henderson. They really press on for a second goal. They want to try hope for. Now it's Fabinho. Now Thiago. Thiago's through. Okay, good defense. Now Dele Alli now the ball on the attack here. Dele Alli. And now it looks like, oh, okay, that's Trent Alexander-Arnold. And now is Darwin Núñez here. Now Seamus Coleman here for Everton. Now Anthony Gordon's through here for Everton here. And now, okay, now is Seamus Coleman. Now to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And now Matip with the ball. Now Henderson. Now Henderson with the ball here. They're pressing there for Pablo Dybala. And now Seamus Coleman. Now Dele Alli. Now maybe chance here for Dwight McNeil. Now Decore. Now Gordon's through. Oh, save there from Allison. Great save there from Allison. Very good save from him. And now Everton could be in front. They could be level terms, but save there from Allison again. And Liverpool holding that 1-0 lead at the moment in the matchup. Now Dwight McNeil shot blocked off from Trent Alexander-Arnold. And now Trent right now on to Thiago. Now Darwin Núñez right now. Now to Michael Keane. And now it looks like to me that Dele Alli wins it. Now Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Now to Anthony Gordon. Now Robertson. Now to Matip. Now to Matillo. Now Fabinho right now. Now Henderson. Now here's Thiago now for Liverpool. And that's a foul that is there. And the referee is going to warn here Dele Alli right here. On that sliding tackle he put there. That's a reckless challenge, I've got to say. And that was a free kick there for Liverpool. And now here's a pass there to Jordan Henderson. And now here's Decore. Now to Anthony Gordon right now. Now to Decore here on the attack here. Anthony Gordon here. Passing to Decore for Everton. Everton might get in level terms here against Liverpool at Anfield. Good defending there at the back there for Liverpool. Corner for Everton here. The Toffees have got a corner. And now here's Anthony Gordon down the cross into the box here. And now header could be away. Head away right there from Liverpool. Now Jordan Henderson there got the ball right. The captain there for Liverpool. On the attack here now for Liverpool here. The other end here. The fans are trying, you never walk alone. And they are never walking alone. They're a big team there, Liverpool. One of the most dominant force to be reckoned with in British football. But now here's a chance for Malinko. That's now half-time at Anfield. And now we go to half-time as the Reds are in the lead here today against Everton here in the first half. As Pablo Dybala got himself on the score sheet to make it 15 goals already this season in the Premier League. As the score is Liverpool 1, Everton 0 at Anfield. And we're back here for the second half here today at Anfield as Liverpool are in the lead by 1-0 as the Reds are in the lead and the Blues are trailing. And now here's Townsend off the ball there now to Henderson. Now Jordan Henderson now to Thiago. And now Thiago's through. Now Pablo Dybala. Now good ball there. Pass it there to Henderson. Now is Darwin Núñez here. Now Núñez without the ball. On the attack now. Could be a chance here for Liverpool here. Maybe so. Could be make it 2-0 maybe. A good defender there from Michael Keane there for Everton here. And the Toffees are trying to get the ball away. And they have. And wait a second. It could be a chance there. Oh, that could have been 2. And Thiago could have scored, but it wasn't. And now Tchaikovsky now the ball now to Malinko. Now Malinko now the Ukrainian left back here for Everton here. And now Trent Alexander-Arnold of course lost the ball now to Dwight McNeil for Everton here. Could be a chance here for Everton. The Toffees. Is it going to be chance maybe for Dele Alli? In the box. Chance save there from Allison. Yeah, good save from Allison right there. Now corner kick here for the Toffees. In the box here for Everton's deep end here. In the danger zone of Liverpool. And now Everton now Malinko now again here for the Toffees. Trying to ultra attack here. Liverpool's defence. Could have been close but he stopped in his tracks right there. Now here we go. Here's Fabinho right now for Liverpool again. On the attack. This is going to be massive. It's going to be, I've got to say. Oh, now it's a nice defending there from James Tchaikovsky. And now Tchaikovsky now to Dele Alli. And now Dele Alli now to Dwight McNeil. And now Henderson. Now Dybala. Now Fabinho. Could be a chance here now. Okay, now Lewis Dunk. Now to Jordan Pickford. And now Jordan Pickford drawing a boot away. He does, and he does that. And now here's Fabinho here. Could be. And now Dybala. Oh, Michael Keane now wins the ball back here. Now to Anthony Gordon. And now here's Matanio right now. The ball now to Pablo Dybala. Now Dybala's through. Could be a chance here. Chance maybe. Save right there from Jordan Pickford. And a big boot away there from Pickford away from him. And that's going to be a throw-in right there for Liverpool. Now a substitution to be made. And it's going to be Darwin Núñez comes off. And Luis Diaz will be coming on for Liverpool. Double substitution right there between the two players in the Liverpool team as Jurgen Klopp changes a little bit in the matchup. He wants to look for more goals rather than 1-0 to hold on to. Everton are really giving it a little bit of a go here. And now Seamus Coleman throws it now back for a throw again for Everton now. Now Everton now throws it now to... okay, now here's a good ball here now. Okay, lost it again there. Now here's Jordan Henderson. And now here's the chance for Thiago now. Now Thiago the ball here. Now knocks it there now to Diaz. Diaz is through maybe on the attack. Luis Diaz, he's going on his own here. Good takedown there from Everton's defence. Now Everton trying to clear it away right here. And now Everton do. And now looks like Townsend now the ball. Lost it now back to Liverpool. Now Fabinho. Fabinho's through. Okay, now it's James Tchaikovsky right there again. And now Tchaikovsky now passes it to Andres Townsend. We might go for 1-1 maybe. Could be. Shot. Save there for the hands of Alisson. That could have been Everton maybe. Got back in the game. But that's going to be a save right there from him. And now here's Trent Alexander-Arnold now. Now Fabinho. Now it's a chance now for Pablo Dybala now. Fabinho here. And now it's for Roberto Firmino again. Maybe here for Liverpool. And now Thiago. Could be a chance here. He's through. Thiago. Could be. Clearance away there from Everton. There for Michael Keane there for the Toffees right now. Now, oh, good defending there again. Now Dele Alli. Now Fabinho. Fabinho now to Pablo Dybala. A goal! And Liverpool have equalised. A great goal for Liverpool, and the Kop will be very happy about this as Luis Diaz makes Liverpool are 2-0 up, extend the lead, and they've been looking for that throughout the whole matchup. They've dominated the matchup against Everton, but they're looking for another goal, and they've done that. And the Toffees, of course, are in big trouble as Liverpool, however, are now 2 in front in this match. And that's a very good goal there for Luis Diaz. The fans are loving it. They're trying to never walk alone. They know it's a very big match, a big win for them if they can carry on this momentum, because they'll stay in 4th place if they can win here today. It all depends how Spurs do against Watford as well in the other matchup here away from home at Vicarage Road today for Spurs. So if they can get a result here today, that'd be good. That'll be them still in 4th place. But now, anyways, now here's Pablo Dybala now to Fabinho. Looking for a third maybe for Liverpool. We've never got long time left in the game. Good defending there from Doucouré. And now Dwight McNeil. Now Dwight McNeil with the ball here. Pass it now to Andres Townsend. And we've only got last minute left of the game now. And now, oh my God, Dwight McNeil's through. And Everton have got a goal. And that's a consolation maybe. Unless it could be a comeback anyway. So, but we're in the 90th minute of the matchup. And Everton have got themselves a goal. Could be consolation. It could be a comeback. But I don't want to sit on our laurels on that one, because Everton still can come back in the matchup, and Liverpool can't sit on their laurels at all. So they've got to hold on now for dear life, Liverpool are. But as it stands, I don't really see Everton trying to get one other goal in another late stage of the match. So I think that'll be it, I reckon. And now Liverpool got the ball here, and they hold it on. They have! And Liverpool have won the matchup, and that's a 3 points. And they stay in the top 4 after that result here today. And Jurgen Klopp has got themselves to 3 points. And Frank Lampard was very disappointed here today. They couldn't get something out of Liverpool, as they are struggling in bad form at the moment, Everton are. But however, for Liverpool, they got themselves another victory in the cards here today. A big win, and it's the end of the game, as it was actually Liverpool won the matchup here at Anfield. As it was Liverpool 2, Everton 1 at the end of the match at Anfield. It was a huge win for Liverpool here today at Anfield, and they beat the Blues here by 2-1, all thanks to 2 goals from Pablo Dybala and also Luis Diaz. And now let's get straight into the highlights for all the games in the Premier League right now, in the Premiership. The first goal came from Man City from a cross from Phil Foden, and then Leicester City head the ball out as Jude Bellingham head the ball to Corella and scored to make Man City be in the lead by 1-0 in the 40th minute of the matchup at the Etihad. And then, however, Benzema scored to make it 2-0 to Manchester City. A great goal there from him. And Schmeichel was beaten there by Karim Benzema. And Phil Foden scored to make Man City be in the lead by 3-0. And Kasper Schmeichel was beaten there as Man City lead by 3-0. And then, however, Leicester City from Jake Madison actually gave the ball to Jamie Vardy and scored to make it 1 back there for Leicester City in the match at the Etihad. And then Leicester City got another goal in the matchup as Jamie Vardy crossed the ball into the box, and there was a header there from James Maddison as Leicester City made it 3-2. And could be a comeback, could be on for Leicester City, the Foxes, to come back against Man City at the Etihad Stadium. That could happen. We have to wait and see about that. But then cross there from Phil Foden into the box. And Benzema, that big head right there, puts that top corner of the goal to put Man City to extend their lead by 4-2 at the Etihad Stadium. A great goal there from Karim Benzema. And then Man City will carry on extending their lead as Jude Bellingham assisted Karim Benzema and then strikes in the top right corner of the goal as the Frenchman scored another goal to put Benzema to score a hat-trick in the matchup. A great hat-trick for him and strikes it home, and Benzema scored and Jamaica was beaten. And Karim Benzema does win the match ball for Manchester City for scoring a hat-trick here today. Hat-trick hero as he plunges Leicester City by 5 goals. As the game ended here to the Etihad Stadium as Manchester City 5, Leicester City 2 at the end of the game. And Bruno Fernandes scored to make it 1-0 to Manchester United in the 24th minute of the matchup as Pulse's defence was very leaky and Man U was counter-pressing them and scored to make it 1-0 for the defending champions of the Premiership. And then 8 minutes later, Harry Kane scored to make it 2-0 to Manchester United as he beat Dean Henderson right there, 1v1 solo. And Henderson couldn't save that one for going to the back of the net, and Kane plunges it in to make it Man United lead by 2-0 at Fratton Park. And however, Portsmouth got themselves back in the game as Isse lobbed the goalkeeper Navas to get 1 goal back in the game for Pompey. And now it's Harry Kane right there with the ball. And he actually almost scored, but then saved from Dean Henderson to stop that one out. And it went out for a corner for Manchester United. And then actually a corner came in. There's a header from Harry Maguire. And then saved there from Dean Henderson. And Manchester United got themselves a penalty as the ball actually hit the hand of the defender Portsmouth, and referee pointed the spot for a penalty for Manchester United. And it was actually a handball, it was deflected off his elbow and the referee penalised it for a penalty. Then Harry Kane scored on his right side of the goal and puts Man United 3-1 up in the game at Fratton Park. A beautiful goal from the Britishman as Man United extend their lead by 3-1 at Fratton Park. Then Jadon Sancho could have scored to make it 4-1 in the matchup, but save from Dean Henderson to keep that one out. That could have been a goal for Man U to make it 4, but saved for the number 7 for Manchester United. And then Portsmouth with Ivan Toney gave the ball very nicely to Manuel Dennis and then striked it, but saved by Kane and Navas to keep that one out. As Portsmouth tried to creep back into the game, but Navas stopped it, the Costa Rican. And Manchester United, of course, got themselves the result in the bag as they won here today by 3-1, and also they got themselves the 3 points. Their first consecutive result after beating AFC Richmond last week after their poor form in the start of the season. And now in Matchday 7, they are back into winning ways under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And the game ended here today as Portsmouth 1, Manchester United 3. Leeds United have got themselves in front in the 90th minute of the matchup from a set-piece cross in the penalty box, and Leeds got themselves in front against AFC Richmond by 1-0. Great cross right there for Leeds, and then Bamford hit it to make it 1-0 to Leeds United, as the Whites are in the lead here, and the Leeds fans are going wild here away from home in South London. And I see a short corner from Leeds United there, as the cross came into the box, and Luis Diera made it 2-0 for Leeds United. as Leeds on a short corner in the corner area and then crossed it into Stinsiera, and then all of a sudden he put it into the back of the net to put Leeds in front by 2-0, and AFC Richmond are trailing by 2-0 at the Nelson Road Stadium in South London. Then AFC Richmond before half-time, Jesse Lingard got himself back in the game as AFC Richmond scored, and that's 1 goal back for them, and it is 2-1 for Leeds United, as a comeback could be on for Richmond if they could do that, as he scored before half-time. And then AFC Richmond got themselves finally back in level terms as Danny Roaz scored, as AFC Richmond got themselves in level pegging at the Nelson Road Stadium down in South London. Very good goal for Roaz, and obviously the goalkeeper Mounier couldn't save that one as Richmond scored to make it 2-2. And then, however, Leeds, trying to get back into the game and almost scored but saved there for the goalkeeper for AFC Richmond to keep that one out, and that could have been a goal there from Rodrigo, but it went for a save. Nice one there for the Richmond keeper. And a corner from Leeds United in the box maybe. Could have been Stinsiera's second goal for Leeds, but a save again from the goalkeeper Thierry for AFC Richmond. Ted Lasso and Marcelo Bielsa both share a point of each other here today, as Leeds United came all the way down to South London and got themselves a draw against AFC Richmond, and the match ended here today as it was AFC Richmond 2, Leeds United 2. A great contest between two teams, but it was ended as a draw between the two clubs anyways. Leeds 2, Richmond 2. And Southampton got themselves a corner from James Ward-Prowse, crossed into the box, but there was a handball from James Tavernier, and the referee has pointed to the spot as the captain for Rangers put his hand up by a mistake, and the referee points for a penalty in the early stage of the matchup for Southampton to put themselves in the lead. And James Ward-Prowse takes the penalty for Southampton, and the Saints got themselves in the lead in this matchup as Alan McGregor couldn't stop James Ward-Prowse's strike, and he scores as the captain for the Saints puts Southampton in the lead in the 15 minutes of the match. And then, however, Rangers got themselves a goal in the 22nd minute of the matchup by Ryan Kent to put Rangers back in level terms in the matchup. Very nice attack there from Ryan Kent, and then obviously Alex McCarthy couldn't stop that one from going to the back of the net. Nice strike there for Kent, beautiful one, and it's now 1-1. And then, however, there's Southampton there from Oxlade-Chamberlain scored to make it 2-1 to put the Saints back in the lead in the matchup right there. And that was beautifully set and done there from Adam Armstrong to assist there Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and then strikes it to make it 2-1 there at St Mary's. And that is beautiful right there for him, and that is 2-1 for Southampton. And Rangers got themselves in level terms as Alfredo Morelos scores to make Rangers back in level terms in the matchup, as it is 2-2 at St Mary's. And then, however, Southampton got themselves in the lead as Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain made it 3-2 to get themselves back in front again after when Rangers scored 2 goals to try and get back in the matchup. And now Southampton again are back in front at St Mary's. What a contest between the two teams here at St Mary's here right now. And then, however, Southampton want to do more damage than Rangers to extend their lead by Che Adams to make it 4-2 for Southampton. As the Saints, however, have extended their lead by 4-2, and Rangers were very, very poor right there to allow Che Adams from scoring. Beautiful goal, and it is now 4-2. And then Southampton got themselves then 5-2 in the matchup as Carl Walker-Peters, the right back, strikes it as Southampton are in 5-2 in the matchup. Beautiful goal for him, and McGregor couldn't stop that one from that rebound he had, and it is now 5-2 to Southampton. A huge win for Southampton to try and push them out of the relegation zone, and it was all thanks to 2 goals from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and captain James Ward-Prowse and Che Adams. And Southampton, of course, got themselves the win here against Rangers, as it's Southampton 5, Rangers 2 at St Mary's. And it was Spurs on their counter pressing there from Heung-min Son pressing onto the box. And then Fekir strikes it to put Spurs 1-0 up in the first 8 minutes of the game. And that was a very good goal right there for him. And Spurs are 1-0 up at Vicarage Road. And it was actually Heung-min Son gave the ball there to Fekir. And then gave the ball there to Kulusevski. And scored as Watford got themselves 2-0 in front in the matchup. All thanks for Kulusevski to make it 2-0 to Tottenham. In the 20th minute of the matchup, Spurs got themselves 3-0 in front by Aspas as 1v1 to the goalkeeper and then strikes it to make it 3-0 to Tottenham. What a goal for Aspas here today, and it is now 3-0. And then however there, Tottenham Hotspur made it 4-0 as Fekir gave the ball there to Aspas and he made it 4-0 and Spurs dominated before half time, 4 goals in the first half. And Watford's defence are getting bullied by the Spurs' attack in the matchup. And now it's 4-0 to Spurs. And Spurs from Fekir gave the ball there to Kulusevski to make it 5-0 to Spurs before half time. And Spurs are absolutely making Watford feel very vulnerable in this matchup. And 5 have been past the Watford keeper before half time. What a strike. And now it's 5-0. And Watford got themselves a consolation goal after half-time from Edenio Igalo, the Nigerian striker, as Watford got themselves back in the game. But I really think that's a consolation. Well, it could be a comeback, it could be. They've got a long way to go if they want to do that. But it wasn't the case because Spurs got themselves 6 goals in the matchup, as it was actually Fekir made it 6-1 at Vicarage Road. As Tottenham Hotspur's attack was very sharp and Watford cannot stop them. And Fekir right there puts it into the back of the net to put Spurs 6-1 up. And Spurs wasn't over just yet as the 7th goal came in for Aspas to make it 7-1 for Tottenham. And that was a great strike right there for him at Vicarage Road as Watford have been very awful at the back. And there's no one can stop him from actually scoring, and it's now 7-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. There was another goal there from Kulusevski to make it 8-1 in the matchup, and that was beautiful right there for him as the goalkeeper Bouchman couldn't stop that one from going to the back of the net as Kulusevski made it 8-1 to Tottenham Hotspur as Watford feel very vulnerable and there's nothing that Watford could do to stop them now. A huge win for Spurs, and Aspas deserves the match ball as he scored 3 goals and scored a hat-trick here today as Tottenham Hotspur made it a big win for them, a big margin of the result as they scored 8 goals away from home against Watford as the match ended here today as Watford 1, Tottenham Hotspur 8. And then Saka with the ball right there for Arsenal, hit on the counter-attack in the early stage of the matchup and gave it right there to Jesus and scored to make it 1-0 to Arsenal. A beautiful goal for the Brazilian and there's no one can stop him from his tracks. And then right there from Saka gave the ball nicely there to Jesus and made it 1-0. And then obviously Aqua gave the ball there to Zaha to make it 2-0 and Brentford couldn't stop that one from going to the back of the net as Arsenal's attack was so sharp and they were in the early stage of the match. And then obviously 4 minutes later, Brentford got themselves back in the game as a goal came in for Brentford as Ibulo scores the Kangaroo forward to put Brentford back in terms in the match. And then however, Odegaard gave the ball there to Jesus and scored another goal as Arsenal made it 3-1 at the Emirates. At Brentford of course, however, were very poor they were and they could not stop Arsenal's attack. That was a great strike for him. And there's no way, and I mean no way, that Brentford can get back in the matchup here at the Emirates. And then it was actually Zaha gave the ball right there to Gabriel Jesus and then striked it to make it 4-1 in the matchup. And there's no one, I mean no one can stop him from his tracks. Very sharp there for him and very beautifully there set and done. And David Raya can stop that one from going to the back of the net. In the second half, however, Arsenal got themselves another goal to make it 5-1 as Wilfried Zaha scored a great, beautiful goal there as his second goal of the match, as actually Brentford's defence was very leaky, and all he had to do is hit it with his right foot straight to the goal, and David Raya was beaten again for Brentford. And Arsenal wanted more in the matchup as Gabriel Jesus made it 6-1, and it was a beautiful, great goal for him. He was 1v1 to the goalkeeper, and David Raya unfortunately couldn't stop that one again, as Arsenal are really bullying Brentford's defence in the matchup here today at the Emirates. And however, Arsenal made it 7-1 as Wilfried Zaha gave the ball to Jesus and scored another goal in the matchup. And there's no one can stop Gabriel Jesus from scoring because he is a very sharp player and he can manipulate the ball and put it anywhere he wants and scores to make Arsenal go 6-1 up here at the Emirates. A great goal for him, for the Brazilian. And then however there, Wilfried Zaha on the attack there, and then gave it there beautifully there to Jesus with his left foot, little touch, good goal. Right at the bottom corner as Arsenal got themselves a 8th goal of the matchup, and it was a good goal for him as the Gunners have scored another. And Gabriel Jesus wins the match ball when he scored 6 goals over Brentford here today, and he is the player of the match and he deserves to win the match ball, as Brentford however were absolutely poor in the game and allowed Jesus to score 6 goals. And also to Zaha as well to score 2 goals to put Arsenal win the matchup by 8-1 in the Emirates. And then Chelsea got themselves in front in the 3rd minute of the matchup very early in the game as Mason Mount makes it 1-0 to Chelsea in the game, and that was a good one there. Joe Hart couldn't stop that one as Mount made it 1-0. And it was actually Tammy Abraham with a solo effort with Joe Hart and strikes it to make it 2-0 in the matchup. Chelsea extend their lead by 2-0. And then however Celtic got themselves a penalty in the matchup as Reece James fouled Jota in the box as the referee pointed the spot for a penalty. And the referee did not give a card at all to Reece James at all, but instead pointed the spot for a penalty in the match. And Celtic trying to get back into the game after 2 goals were scored in the early stage of the matchup. But in the 11th minute of the match, Celtic got themselves a goal by Juranovic, and Celtic made it 2-1. And maybe this could be a game between the two teams here at Stamford Bridge, as 2 teams scored 3 goals already in this first 10 minutes of the game. And then Jorginho was hyper-pressing the Celtic defence and then scored, and Joe Hart couldn't stop that one. And Chelsea charged on for the 3rd goal at Stamford Bridge, and there's no one could stop him from his tracks, as it was Chelsea 3, Celtic 1. And Chelsea was very dominant they were in the match as Jorginho gave the ball to Mertens and then scored in the bottom left corner of the goal to put Chelsea in front by 4-1 at Stamford Bridge. And Dries Mertens on the attack against Joe Hart and then scored in the top right corner of the goal as Chelsea got themselves even more in front against Celtic. And there's no way that Celtic can actually get back in the game now as Chelsea really dominated the match. But it wasn't over for Chelsea. Before the end of the game, Chelsea made it 6-1 as Tammy Abraham ended off the match with a sweaty goal as Mason Mount gave the ball to him by 1-2, and it was actually a good pass for him back to Tammy Abraham and to end off the game by 6-1. And Chelsea did very well in the match to dominate Celtic throughout the whole game, and Thomas Tuchel getting the Chelsea team to believe again after what happened last season where they had a very poor season under Ralph Rangnick as they came 7th in the Premiership. But however, under Thomas Tuchel, they are very sharp and bold, and they are still at the top end of the table, competing with Arsenal and Man City at the top here at Matchday 7. As the game ends here today at Stamford Bridge as Chelsea 6, Celtic 1. Great start of the match for West Ham United as Thomas Soucek scored in the 13th minute of the game, and a great start for Rafa Benitez as the new boss for West Ham, as West Ham are in front against Newcastle by 1-0. And then Callum Wilson got himself almost level terms, but a save there from Fabianski to stop that one from going to the back of the net, as Callum Wilson almost striked it, and then the Polish keeper saved it and kept that one out. And Callum Wilson got himself in level pegging, 1v1 to the goalkeeper Fabianski, and puts it into the back of the net as Newcastle go in level terms in the match at London Stadium, as he scored to make Newcastle 1-1 in the match. Very disappointing to let that goal in there under their new manager Rafa Benitez. And then Newcastle are trying to even get a second goal in the match to get themselves in front of the match. But what a save there from Lucas Fabianski to keep that one out from the goal. It was a great save there as Joe Willock shot, but then Fabianski saved, and that was a good one for him. And then, however, Newcastle from Alex Maximan almost scored, but it was saved again there from Fabianski as he was denied from another shot there from Newcastle, as Fabianski has been very sharp today to keep them out, and West Ham's defence has been very dreadful. But then, however, Newcastle finally got themselves in front. They've been all over West Ham throughout the whole game, and finally they got themselves in front, and a very disappointing start to the new manager Rafa Benitez after the replacement after David Moyes last week, and nothing's changed for West Ham after their managerial replacement. Another disappointing result for West Ham and Rafa Benitez under his first match as West Ham United boss. Nothing really changed since David Moyes was sacked during the week. At Newcastle, however, got themselves to 3 points. A big win for them as the Geordies go home very happy out of East London. As the richest club in the world, Newcastle, win by 2-1, as it was West Ham United 1, Newcastle United 2 by 2 goals from Callum Wilson. The official results for the Premier League for Matchday 7, we have is AFC Richmond 2, Leeds United 2, Arsenal 8, Brentford 1, Aston Villa 1, Wolves 1, Chelsea 6, Celtic 1, Liverpool 2, Everton 0, Manchester City 5, Leicester City 2, Portsmouth 1, Manchester United 3, Southampton 5, Rangers 2, Watford 1, Tottenham Hotspur 8, West Ham United 1, Newcastle United 2. The table stands, we have is Arsenal with 18 points, and second we have is Chelsea with 18 points, and Manchester City with 18 points. In fourth place we have is Liverpool with 16 points, in fifth we have is Tottenham with 14 points, in sixth we have is Aston Villa with 12 points, in seventh we have is Newcastle with 12 points, in eighth we have is Leeds with 11 points, in ninth we have is Wolves with 10 points, and in 10th we have is AFC Richmond with 10 points. In the bottom half of the table we have is Manchester United with 9 points, in 12th we have is Watford with 8 points, in 13th we have is Leicester with 7 points, in 14th we have is Brentford with 7 points, in 15th we have is Rangers with 7 points, in 16th we have is Celtic with 7 points, and we have climbing out of the relegation zone we have is Southampton with 6 points, in 18th we have is Everton, in 19th we have is West Ham, and 20th we have is Portsmouth. And next week's games featuring for Matchday 8 is Manchester United versus Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur versus West Ham United, and goals and highlights with Leicester and Southampton, Celtic and Everton, Leeds and Portsmouth, Wolves and Arsenal, Newcastle and Aston Villa, Watford and Liverpool, and Brentford and Manchester City, and Rangers and AFC Richmond. And that's all we have time for here today in the Premier League here for Matchday 7. From myself here today, Gary Lineker. We'll see you next week with some more Premier League. Until then, goodbye for now.